All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens YouTube, Pastor Dow here. A little overcast right here, just from the fuel building here in itself, but I got a few things I need to talk to you about, try to get you to understand something. You know, I just got finished talking with Sister Ronnie. She's from England. She's been here visiting with us, probably going on maybe 7 to 10 days. And she gave me a little backdrop with England, and she was telling me about the people from England, how everything is going over there. Things are not going well with England at all. The Trump tariffs are affecting everybody from one end of this globe to the next. And again, I know it's painful, but I think it's still something necessary. I understand economics. I understand that in order for us to be able to enjoy a little prosperity in the future, the way it should be, we're going to have to suffer some pain right now because we've been taken advantage of so bad. You know, ever since Clinton talked about the World Trade Organization, America thought it was a good thing because the Democrats are trying to sell it as good things. I don't think most people believe that we actually have people in our country, in America, that would actually sell us out. The globalists, people who have ideals to make a hell of a lot of money at your expense. We have watched the decimation of the middle class people here in the United States of America, the families of the middle class. We have watched the total decimation of it because when they started this World Trade Organization stuff, what happened is that as soon as they passed it, China comes in. You notice the first thing that disappeared from America was manufacturing. Well, what do you mean? I'm talking about, you know, those $30 and $40 and $50 an hour jobs, working at plants. They're now outsourced to China because the corporations, the companies in America that produce would rather pay minimum wages in order to make sure that their bottom line profit margins are extremely high. And of course, I guess with the greed of the United States of America, you really truly can't help. I just don't think you can. I don't think you can help what the CEOs and the corporation leaders and the people who provide jobs, you can't blame them for trying to make a dollar at minimum amount of labor involved and incurred. But that's the sad part about it is because when this happens, that means that the people who would normally keep this country afloat, the middle class, now they're all but gone. And of course, what do we have from there? Here in America, especially from Portland, Oregon, all the way down to California, you have people that live on the streets. I mean, literally live on the streets. They are on these streets in tent cities. I went to Portland, Oregon a few years ago. It was bad. You can't even, if you had your house and you had a sidewalk out there, as if they put up a tent in front of your house on the public sidewalk, you can't say nothing about it. And they had it happening under bridges, tent cities, communities. And that's all because of this plan to destroy middle America. And they've done it really good. So now what's going on? Well, Trump, through these tariffs and through all these deals that they're making, they're telling people flat out, listen, this is what's going to happen. You're going to bring these companies back over here, bring these jobs back over in America. We'll give you a tax break. We'll give you a tax cut in order for you to be able to survive, to make a little bit of money. The American people get to make money. Other people get to make money, but we're not going to enrich another country at the expense of the American people. See, a lot of people don't understand that America is the greatest consumer nation in the whole entire world. I mean, there are other nations out there that got billions of people in it, like China and India, and yet even with all those people, they don't even consume the amounts of goods and services that we do. And everybody understands what it means to profit from America. That's why everybody wants to make deals with America, because everybody want to get along with America. And at first you get people swinging, talking about what they were going to do, and now they ain't going to put up with this. The U.S. tariff us, and we're going to tariff them. If they go up to 25, we're going to 25. They go to 50, we're going to 50. They go to 142%, we're going to 142%. That's simply not sustainable. Because if you had the real true news that wasn't fed to you by propaganda, the people in China are now eating out of garbage cans. That's what they're doing right now. And again, my advice is to you as here in America, before you wait to something hit 2 or 3 months down the road, it's time for you even more so to start preserving yourself, providing for yourself. And what a beautiful day that this is right now, like we were doing today, getting our raised beds ready for gardening season. Can't think of a better day than today. And if you thought about growing a little bit of food, whatever you thought about growing, get it into your mind to make it double. So I was talking to Sister Ronnie from England, and she was telling me, she said, Pastor, she said, it's been a while since I've been here, and your words have rang true about people. If you can get people in like precious faith to live together in common unity in the community, it's the best way to go. He said, because over in England, people it's so bad over here, it's on the level of demonic. People are so selfish. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's an individual. It's all about me, myself, and I, and nobody else. The children are not thinking about the future, only now and what they want. Nobody seems to have discernment to be able to tell or to be able to see afar off exactly what's transpiring, taking place. It is just sad what's going on around it today. It really, truly is. But it's happening as well over here in America, but again, at a very, very slow pace. The stock market is volatile right now. I don't want to play mental gymnastics with you. I don't want to play no games with you whatsoever at all. Like I said, and I've been saying for the last 6 months to a year, invest in yourself, preserve yourself, save yourself. Don't go out here and spend money unnecessarily. Don't go out here and do nothing to help the United States of America, and especially the bankers. And she says to me, Pastor Dow, boy, sure, over in England, if people go out there and they get a home, they get a mortgage, the thing ain't going to be paid off until they're 80 and 90 years old. And I said, hey, it's better than over here in America, because people are not even getting a mortgage, or people are not even living in a house nowadays. They're living in tents. She said, so are they over in England. They're living in tents out on the street. I said, as cold as it is over there? She said, yes, but the difference is over there is that these people are literally dying. They're dying. A bunch of walks out here today, too. But they're dying over there. And guess what? No different than what's happening over here in the United States of America. I try my best over the years to warn y'all about such a time as this. You watch me grow from black beard to gray beard, and I'm still using and saying the same message, except now we have very little time. Men, you should have invested in yourself and learn how to build. I told her, I just got finished buying some land not too long ago down the road, and we're going to build some more homes, and we're going to put more people in those homes to where, and this is the one thing the world don't want to hear. This is one thing the government don't want to hear. The government hates it whenever you get people in like mind, and then you get together and you build homes and you let the families dwell in those homes, and they don't have any mortgage. They're not hopped up to the banks. Nothing like that whatsoever at all. And they can take all that money, because the majority of the income that people have today all goes over with a roof over their head and food in their mouth and clothes and shoes on. That's just the way it is. And then when you get finished with that, you have all these other means that are pretty much that have become necessarily means. Transportation. And then a lot of people spend money on entertainment. You better learn how to play tic-tac-toe or chess. But I'm telling you, man, y'all got to change your attitude compared to what's coming down the pike right here. These shipping containers are not coming here in America right now. And a lot of food is not coming. The good thing about us is we have a good enough growing season. Unlike China, China imports 40% of their food. You see the reason why they're eating out of garbage cans now? And now the corporations are shutting down over there. And the people have no jobs. And now they have a civil uprising that's taking place. And this prime minister or dictator or emperor or whatever you want to call Xi Jinping or whatever his name is, hey, he got like 500 aristocratic families that support him. Well, I got to get you. Still didn't get him. But anyway, he's got like 500 aristocratic families they'll support him. But I can tell you this, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad when you got the whole entire country of 1 billion people uprising and start tearing up stuff. China is not as powerful as the news media has made you and I to believe. They're not. They're not. So preserve yourself, save yourself, go out and buy some canned goods, long-term food storage, rice, beans, chicken, whatever. Well, it should be raised on chicken. I won't be butchering some chicken here this weekend, but I'm trying my best to do what I can to give information to you. But anyway, I got to get going here on the farm because we got a lot to do. Shalom, shalom. The king is coming.